of the two. And the value, my friends, is in the attention graph. Let me explain. I have 1.2 million followers on Twitter. That's in 2015 in February. In 2007, when I had 100,000 followers on Twitter, I was getting dramatically more conversion because the supply of noise was so different. We live in a world where I know more than anything. Guys, let me take a step back. You don't mind, Mike? Let me just take a step back. More than I know that the sun will come up tomorrow, I know one thing. Marketers ruin everything. And I need everybody to understand that. How many people here have done email marketing in their career? Have done email marketing, understand it? Raise it high. Get with me. I want to see this. Perfect. In 1997, I had a 240,000 person wine email list that had 91.1% open rates. Thank you, Germany. Have a good night. And this is why this is a fun room for me, because I know who's in this room. 73% click-through ratio to the product or the buy button. 1997. Now, I'm sure all of you know that those numbers are not going to be touched. You know why? In 1997 in America, marketers hadn't fucked up email yet, right? At that point, when you got it, you read everything. For all the old school people in here, in 94, 95, we read every fucking word of every email. That's right. And when Google AdWords came out, I bought the word wine on Google AdWords the day Google AdWords came out for 5 cents. And owned it for 9.5 months before anybody bid me up. That's how you win. That's the arbitrage. We're sitting in a room here right now where a far majority of people don't understand the arbitrage value that's going on right now. They understand the tried and true of SEM or banner retargeting or buying on the exchange. They understand those things because they've been established. But it is stunning to me how many people are disrespecting Facebook dark posts, unpublished posts and retargeting right now in a world where I've seen bigger DR conversion rates through that channel than I've seen since the beginning of Google AdWords as the best conversion funnel I've ever seen. Yet, most people are struggling with it because the far majority of the skilled practitioner in this room understand DR and conversion, but they understand it more in a banner and Google world, not in a Facebook world that is completely reliant on the creative, right? Because understand one thing, right this second, Facebook is sitting on the biggest data and most accurate data set we've seen ever. It is stunning how far down the rabbit hole and how much we can use our other data and implement it and create lookalike audiences and create conversion. Yet, even though for the last 20 months, the best practitioners have been exposing this, the market is still not aware. So I can still drive $2 and $3 and $4 CPMs to websites right now off of Facebook, but they were $1.50 5 minutes ago, and they're going to be $11 CPMs in 5 minutes as the market corrects. See, the game we need to keep playing, and the reason that I was able to build that business, and the reason that I've been able to continue what I've done, and the reason I invested back in 2006 and 7 and 8 in things like Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr, is that it's just always the same old game, my friends. Arbitrage, right? It's the same old game. Where is the value while the rest of the market doesn't understand it? You can play catch up or you can be a leader. The leader has the opportunity of getting dramatically bigger ROI in the short term, but the problem is you have to be willing to take the risk. You can't wait for the white papers to come out to tell you how to do it. You can't wait. And so I implore a lot of you in this room to really take a step back and really think about what's going on, because what is happening right in front of all of our eyes right now is we are living through the single biggest culture shift of our time. This internet thing is grossly underrated by every single person in this room, the rock stars sitting here, me included. This is only a 20-year phenomenon. The internet, as we know it, for the consumer, is a 20-year thing. I know there's some nerd in the back and saying, actually, Gary, in the 1950s, I know fucking nerd, but I mean normal people. 20 years. 20 years. How many people in this room remember the world pre-internet? Raise your hands. I mean, It's just, does anybody understand what's happening here? It's just started.